you've reached Alice, the Psycho Coupon Lady. Alright guys, you're all ready to learn about couponing, right? Well, we gotta start at the basics. What is a coupon? A coupon is a piece of paper that we turn into the stores, and it's just like using cash. And then the stores will turn around and take that coupon with the receipts and turn it to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer pays them. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. And on top of that, the manufacturer actually gets a little, or the store gets a little extra from the manufacturer as a bonus for accepting these and having to deal with them. So we have a couple of different types of coupons. We have newspaper clippings, which come in your newspaper almost every week except for major holidays. We get little booklets inside your Sunday paper that look like this. There's Smart Source, there's Red Plum, and there's P&G. Usually you'll get the most is the Smart Source and the Red Plum, and then P&G is usually about once a month. Those are your Procter & Gamble, kind of more of your high dollar coupons with some of the cleaning products. Okay, so after you get that, you can clip out your little coupons, and they'll say manufacturer coupon on the top. Make sure you do not cut off that manufacturer or expiration along with the barcode. You'll have all different kinds of links, different cuts. Then you also have internet printable manufacturer coupons that you can get from coupons.com. All you have to do is log into coupons.com, create an account. It's very simple. They just ask a few little simple questions, like your email, your name, and all that. And then boom, you click and you print. You can click up to about 2 to 4 coupons per computer, depending on the coupon. Sometimes they have more restrictions, so that's why it's only 2 to 4. And then you go ahead and just print them, and the same thing. You cut them out. As long as you have your manufacturer, expiration, and your barcodes, you're good. Now when you have internet printables, kind of make sure they usually have this extra barcode. Make sure they're different, because if they're the same, that means they're duplicates, and you don't want to do that because that's coupon fraud. I know one time my computer shut off and it actually printed it twice by accident, but I double checked and it was the same barcode, so I just threw it away. You don't want to make extra prints of them. That is misusing of coupons, and we don't want to do that, because the more we misuse them, then the more and more restrictions they put on. So we want to use our coupons by the guidelines. So we have our internet printables, we have our paper clip outs. These are also Catalina coupons. Catalina coupons actually print at the register with your receipt. Where your receipt prints off, there's an extra little box right next to it, and these print Catalina coupons. Same thing, you'll look for your manufacturer up at the top, and then you can also look for expiration date and barcode usually. There is usually a whatever the store is, their name is over here, because they paid a little extra just to make sure that their name is on it, so hopefully you'll come back in and use that particular store. But as long as it says manufacturer coupon, you can use it at any store that takes coupons. On top of store coupons, you have, this is like a Publix flyer that you can get it from. They have the regular store ad flyers, and they also have green and purple flyers that you can also get them. And it'll tell you on here that it's a Publix coupon. It'll say redeemable at Publix, but also at the top you won't see manufacturer, and also you don't see a barcode. And that's the #1 giver for store coupons, is that it does not have a barcode. That means you can only use it at that particular store. Other store coupons, you have CVS is very coupon friendly. You can get printables at their red box. Now it's not red box like the movies, but it is a red box. It's the coupon center inside the CVS. And they clip out weekly coupons for you every week, and these are great. They also can print out your extra care bucks, which we'll talk about at another time. You can get store coupons and booklets at the store, and then also what I would recommend to everybody is to join a baby club. Publix has it, Winn-Dixie has it. Not necessarily if you have a kid or not, you know someone that's going to have a kid. You have nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, everybody's having kids, right? So on top of great diaper coupons or wipe coupons or anything like that you need, there's also other coupons in here, like $1 off toilet paper, $1 off frozen appetizers, 75 cents off dog food. I mean, they literally go into all different things. I've seen produce coupons in here for your tomatoes and grapes, just $1 off, $1 off meat, anything like that. Publix does these as well, so it's always good to join both clubs. Even if you don't have a kid or not expecting, it's a great club to join. On top of that, you have Blinky coupons. Blinkies are when you're walking down the aisle, you'll see little boxes in front of a product. Normally they have a little red blinking light on them, and that's where they got the name Blinkies. But they shoot out little coupons, and those coupons you can also use there. These are manufacturers. You don't necessarily have to use them at that particular store because they are a manufacturer coupon. You can always just check up at the top again, and it should say manufacturer on them. On top of that, you have rain checks. If a product is out during a sale, you can always go up to your front counter and ask for a rain check, and then that way it will be covered. Even when the sale's over, you can go back and redeem it if their shelf is empty. Now, if you get one at Publix or Winn-Dixie, any kind of a grocery store, they're only good for 30 days. But if you get one at CVS, Walgreens, any drugstore, they actually do not expire. So they're really good. And even if you get one at Publix or Winn-Dixie, you can go back 30 days later if they still do not have that product, and they'll just issue another rain check for you. Now, another great item is right now currently at Publix, they will take expired coupons with this as long as your coupon was valid when they wrote the rain check. So it's always good to make sure that they write the correct sale price, that they have the correct quantity and size that was on sale. Always double check it. And make sure, it's hard to see right here, but there is a stamp on it. Publix will usually only accept it if it has a stamp. So just always double check it to make sure they filled it out correctly, because sometimes they make a mistake. Alrighty, and we'll catch you back on the next half of it. Alright guys, we're back again. We're going to learn about reading the fine print, what I like to call RIF. Reading is fundamental. You need to know the ins and outs of your coupon. You need to know your expiration date, what kind of coupon it is, if it's store or manufacturer, how many items you have to buy to use this coupon, certain sizes, and the fine print that comes with it. Now this first coupon is a Bic manufacturer coupon. You can save up to $3 on Bic solely disposable razors. No trial sizes are allowed, and if you look at the fine print on the bottom, it says 4 light coupons per household per day. That means you're not allowed to use any more than 4 of these coupons per day. Then the second one here, you have a buy one, get one manufacturer for Playtex, pads, liners, or combos. If you notice on there, it does not state tampons, so you can only use it on those 3 specific items. You also excludes 20 count liners, so again, you have to double check for that as well. Now it also has only a value up to $7.99, which means if it's on sale for say $8.69, you're only going to get a $7.99 credit on it. Again, the expiration date, you always want to check for that. Number 3 here, we have Lysol. Buy any 2 Lysol items. That means it doesn't even have to be a spray. It can be the Lysol wipes. It can be any item that they have. It's a manufacturer coupon for $1 off, but it also has that stipulation in it, limit to like coupons. And they did a lot of this when the big extreme couponing came out, where they put these limits on. That's why it's so important to look at them. Number 4 here, you have a Target store coupon. It's a store coupon, not a manufacturer. It's for $1 off any Stouffer's lasagna. You have to purchase 4 of them, anywhere between 8 ounces to 21 ounces of frozen entrees. So you have to purchase 4 of them to be able to get this $1 off. Again, that's why it's very important to read these coupons. Number 5, we have Dole manufacturer coupon. You have $1.50 off 2, which is 46 ounce or 2 6-packs of the 6-ounce canned Dole pineapple juices. So again, you have to purchase 2 of them for each coupon to save the $1.50 off. So remember, make sure you're always reading the fine print of every coupon. Alright guys, so now we need to talk about how to store our coupons. There's many different ways of storing, and there's no right way or wrong way. But I'll show you 3 main ways how a lot of the couponers do store their coupons, and maybe what might fit for you depending on the level of couponer you are. First one is a binder method. Now this is a binder that has a strap on it, which is very handy. I will say, when I first started couponing, this was my Bible. I had this thing stocked full of coupons. It's great because you don't have a stockpile yet, and you never know what's going to be on clearance, what's going to be on sale when you go to the store. You're always looking to have that beginning stockpile. So I used to love this thing. This is great, I think, for the beginner couponer. Now, it is very, very time consuming because you have to cut out each and every coupon and put it in here. Now you can have your ads in the front one with just a regular page protector. And this was what I was talking about before with the Publix flyers. But you can use any flyer and just use a page protector and slide it in. And then you can also have their store coupons right behind it. Now you can separate each category with little tabs and categorize them. You can do dairy, pet, meats, paper goods, you know, however you want to do them. Usually like each aisle name category is basically how you want it, or each section of the store. You know, again, like your dairies, your crackers, your cereals, you know, however you want to do it there. Now, these are like baseball cards that you use in here. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. I used to put little black cardstock pieces. I cut them out the same size as this and slid them in, so that way I could use it double-sided. That gave me a little bit more space with it. So that way I had a coupon on this side and a coupon on the back. Now, sometimes the coupons were not, they're just a little too big for this actual pocket. So I have to fold it in, and I usually have it as a picture so that way I know and I can remember what kind. Now, sometimes that's also best for not having it. And if you see in this top one, I don't have one of the black cardstocks in it. A lot of people do not have one in, so that way they can see the front and the back of their coupon all in one shot. Again, this is up to you and how well you want to prepare your binder based on how your needs are. You can also do, this is like currency holders. For dollar bills, you can also find all these on eBay. Is usually a very quick, easy way to find them on. You can also look at Amazon, see if they're on there. But again, usually eBay is where I found mine at a very reasonable price for a lot of them. But anyways, these are the currency holders, and these you could use for, it works great for your internet printables. Also, whenever you have a long regular coupon that comes in the mail. I just had one here. There it is for the razors. Razors are usually always long. Those work really well in here because then you can see the whole thing. And again, you can have front and back. You can put cardstock in it if you like. Again, that's up to you. But it's different sizes. And there's usually another different size also that you can go for the tall ones, but they're skinny. It's all up to you on how you want your binder. But this is a great way, especially for beginners, so that way you have all your coupons right there and you can kind of see how they all are. So the next style up that I have found is the mini photo album binders. Okay, this is where I'm currently at right now, is a mixture of this along with my third step. But I'm in love with this method. This is the mini photo album method. I used to have this as an old scrapbook bag. Okay, I've got my pen, I've got a pair of scissors I usually have in here. My daughter just stole them. If you have kids, you understand. I've got tissues, I've got little compartments for everything. I even got little paper clips hanging out so that way in case I ever need one, I have one. And each one of these, if you're can't see, they're all labeled. So that way while I have them in here, I can just pull it out and I know this one's for dairy and meats, along with the front, it's labeled dairy and meats. So I have my different sections in here. I do all my personal hygiene in one big one, and they're all color-coded at the very top, so I know if it's razors, if I know it's shampoo, if I know it's hair color, whatnot, so that way I can quickly flip to it. I love this when it comes to clearance. You find a lot of hair care on clearance, especially at Targets, sometimes at Publix, stuff like that, where all I need is one book and I have all my healthcare items all in one spot. And I can quickly flip back and forth through my clearance items on my coupon and what I have. So this is a great way. Another great feature about these mini books that I like is because they're vinyl, you can use a dry erase marker and actually write on them and it will come off, but as long as you wait for it to dry just a few seconds, maybe blow on it, it won't usually smear onto the next page. And now it makes it really easy, so when I know when this coupon's expiring, like some of these that I have folded, instead of having to flip it over, I have it written on there that I know that this coupon's going to expire in a few days, and that way I don't have to worry about it as much. So another really good reason why I like this. If you notice also, I can put any kind of, I have Publix ones in here, manufacturer ones in here, and I can throw them all in here on each item So that way if I have, 3 different kinds of coupons, I can put them all in. So it helps me out a lot. Like Tide, there's Tide Pods and there's Tide Liquid. I can put them both in one sleeve and be able to see it. Now if you want to use each sleeve for each item, you can do that as well. It's, again, all up to you and how you want to do it. Another thing is I have a store coupons one, so that way I have, like, I can put my rain checks up here. I put my CVS extra care bucks and my CVS money receipts up here. Any other stores I'm going to use. And then if I have Winn-Dixie, like that booklet I showed earlier, I can put those in here as well. And I know all my store coupons are right in one book. A lot of people either use an envelope method as well, where they'll write the store that they're going to go to, how many transactions they have in each one, they're going to break it down into how many transactions with what coupons, and then they'll put the coupons inside. That way when they're at the checkout, they can actually hand the teller exactly what it is in each one and break it down. I do the same thing, but I don't like the envelopes as much. I actually found this and I really love it. It's actually a 5-pocket envelope, excuse me, a 5-pocket like envelope carrier, and it's got a little notepad on it. I got 2 of these on clearance Staples one day. I can't remember, I think it was just like $2 each, which is great because I don't like spending money because I'm obviously in the business to save money, right? So I just write out what I'm shopping for, and I have each transaction or each store in each different pocket so I know. And I have my little notepad so it can remind me. So I carry this everywhere. This is usually my shopper. And then if I have extra coupons that I find something that's not on my list, I could just put it over in one of my pockets over here on the side, or stick it in and fit it all in right before I go to checkout. So another couple of Huffle hits. The very last form of couponing storage is one of the most popular ones with all of the couponers that have been couponing for a very long time. The reason why they do it this way, I like to have control, so it's very hard for me to let go. But they have such a huge stockpile already, they don't have to run to the store every 5 minutes for every sale, because they already have a lot of those products. All they need is what's going to make them money or what they're really running low on, so they don't have to clip coupons that much anymore. And that's hopefully the goal that we'll get to, is where you don't have to do it every 5 seconds. You just have to do it based on what your needs are, and if there's a money maker, which we'll also learn about that in a future one. Well, that is the filing system. Now, you can have any kind of filing system. You can use a big filing cabinet. I just choose to use a small one. I get 4 newspapers. Usually it's good to have 1 per person per household. So I have 4 people living in my house, so I get 4 newspapers. I get special deals on Orlando Sentinel. If you want to, you can contact me and I can try to help you out by getting a deal on that. Other than that, other newspapers I'm not quite sure on, how many they get. I've heard some places in like Tampa don't get Red Plum. But I do know that Orlando treats you really well, and you get usually those 3, and you can get a good deal on them normally. Now I've separated it between Red Plum, and if I pull out this folder, and it does get a little messy sometimes, so it doesn't get stacked, but I have all my copies of my Red Plums. And what I do is, if you look at the binding, okay, it's a very skinny binding, but you can actually find the date for each one. And instead of trying to squint every little time, you just write that date right on the front somewhere. So up here I put my 5/17/15, so I know this is a Red Plum from 5/15. Now, when I'm working on some of my other couponing sites, they break down a lot of the deals for you, and they'll tell you exactly where to find your coupons. So they might say RP 5/17, and then that means it's going to be in your Red Plum 5/17. So I know it's going to be exactly in this flyer, and I don't have to go around doing all the digging. That way I just go right to this flyer, I hunt out my coupon, and I'm able to clip it out. And then I have a couple of copies. So again, down here is a good open area, so I was able to write this. This week we got 2 Red Plums, so I had 2 of them from 5/17. So now I might have to check through 2 of them to find that particular coupon, but at least it's nice and organized. So I have all my Red Plums in here. And again, once you start clipping, sometimes they get a little out of sorts, but it's still all there. Okay, so you have your Red Plum. I have P&G, my Procter & Gamble, and then I have my S&S, which is my Smart Source. Same process. Then I also put my Publix ads in here. My Publix ad consists of the actual ad and the green, which is their green flyer. This is the current one going on right now. And then they also have a purple healthcare one, which actually just expired, so I might have thrown them all away. I probably did. But they do have a purple one. Now sometimes they also have a pet club, so they send out coupons for pet clubs. And again, I have my flyer. And then I also have my other stores that I like to shop at, CVS being a main one, or Wags for Walgreens. I have my Target or other ads, Winn-Dixie. I also have a BJ's coupon membership, or a BJ's membership. I like BJ's because it's a wholesale and it also takes coupons. So it's another, you know, outlet that I go to sometimes. And then I also clip for my restaurants, so that way whenever I want to go out with the family, I always have restaurant coupons I can always double check into. So this is the last and final one of different ways to sort your coupons. I hope this helps you in figuring it out. Again, right now as a medium coupon, I like the photo album. But again, as a beginner, I think binders are great because you have total control and you need to start your stockpile. Once you have a good stockpile going, then you can kind of start more progressing towards this way so you don't have to run after every little sale. I hope this helps. Have a great day, guys.